Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 50. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Snap.
Now the first carry for Bush. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
36. He's checking.
A give. This is Bush. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch. Shift.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. 61, matchbox, light. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now. It's Bush, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bush. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bush. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bush on third down, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Saints take over at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You're out. Joker. Get it.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it with Bush. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15-yard line.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
On second down now. It's Bush, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, it's Bryant. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Let's get it. Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Bandit. Hey,
Shoot.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
What's that? Ready to eat? Gun.
Hey, let's get this. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Manning. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A strong running. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there as time expires in the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play ball. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They give the Bush going right, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A 49-yard attempt.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 3rd down. It's Bush, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50.
Better bring it. Nice.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Bush. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nice. X3, 218, chop it. Bang, bang.
Manning indeed going for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready. Check my 21. I got it. Gun. 8. Slam.
McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Right there.
Here's the Panthers punter now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
That's it, baby. We go work.
Their own 11-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check out.
Bush on the taunts. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.